studying to learn to fly, they said, you know, always have a place to land and that kind of stuff. But they said, but avoid pastures with single cows in them. Because they're usually bulls.
I wonder what that tower's for.
I think it's a weather station, some sort of a.
Okay.
For aviation, I think. I'll look straight down when we get past here.
Cool.
We're about, I guess about 50 feet up here.
Okay.
In case you were wondering. Are you scared?
No, hell no. This is exactly what I was talking about when I talked to your wife at that air show. Flying low and slow. Another cow. More cows. Tumbleweed channel down there?
That?
No, it was to the right back there. Where
Oh,
all the
yeah.
tumbleweeds have collected.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I missed that. Here's your $1 million shot here. That sun over top of that ridge.
Yep. Oh, this is neat.
They have. Go, you first.
This does have rudder, right?
Rotor?
Rudder.
No.
There's no rudder. Okay.
No.
So the that controls the pedals, this, that doesn't work in flight at all?
That's
okay.
just for steering on the ground.
How do you keep yaw?
The wing,
Okay.
I got a little bit of pressure on the wing. See? Now if I turn it a little bit, if I push out on it, it's sort of like driving a motorcycle or your bicycle and you push on one handlebar.
Yeah, and it goes counter steers.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like that, and because we're on that pendulum, what happens is that it's a weight shift. It's called a weight shift control aircraft, and what happens is that when we're flying, if I move the wing to one side or the other, like if I want to go right, if I want to go left, what I do is I bring the wing to the right a little bit, and we swing over that way, and then when we swing over, it changes the configuration of the wing, and we start turning.
Okay.
And that's the same way with the other side. And it's sort of interesting, the dynamics. And in a regular airplane, you pull in on the yoke and push out on the yoke.
Yeah.
We have a little bit of that. I mean, we do, the pulling in and pushing out is really for when we're doing climbing and descending, or if we want to adjust it or whatever. But for us, while we're flying, if I want to climb out, what I do is I give it more throttle. And watch the horizon. I'll give it more throttle here, and it's in level flight. You see the nose start coming up?
Yeah.
That's how we climb.
Okay.
And we're in a regular airplane. What you do is you leave the throttle set there, and you use the yoke to do those things, And so, and the same thing.
See that little crevasse there?
Yep.
The one that's sort of hidden because we fly over.
You betcha.
So it is a slightly different. Is this thing trimmed so that you don't have to have a constant input?
Yeah. That's what I did yesterday when I was talking to that buddy over there.
Okay.
I trimmed the wing a little bit because yesterday or in the last couple of days, see the center point here?
Yeah.
If that's straight up, it's good. It's trim. But I've got a little bit of a right turn on it, which means that it's pulling it. I have to put more weight on it this side to get it. So I have a little bit more to go to trim it out. So I just need to trim that out.
Okay, cool.
But
so there's no in-flight trim ability.
No.
That's kind of cool. I look at places like this and say, I'd like to come out here and hike. It's a little dead-end little canyon.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, if there's some places out here, and I've flown over them, but I've seen places out here
cool
that have dwellings in them like that.
Oh, excellent.
Did you get it?
No.
You want to go around?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been doing Google searches, and I found over by south of Grants on a mesa, I found some old ruins.
Yeah.
And I can't find it in a map.
There's ruins out here along the Rio Perco.
Okay.
Going north.
And I'm going to contact the Acoma Pueblo and let them know that it's there. I'm sure they know about it.
Yeah.
There's a house out on top of this thing, but it could be it got uncovered with, recent rains or something. But it's massive. It's about the size of a half a football field.
Wow. What side do you want to be on?
On the right.
Okay, you want to take it from the right?
Yeah.
All right. And you move around, get comfortable, do what you got to do back there. I can adjust.
Okay, I am. Yeah, level out here.
Did you get it? Are you still shooting?
I am.
Okay.
That's cool. Okay, I'm clear.
when we really get some rain, boy, this place turns into a meadowland. You know?
I believe that. Yeah, all those seeds are just waiting.
Yeah. How's your, I bet you your mapping is pretty good, huh? You sort of know where you're at?
Yeah, I have good spatial awareness.
Do you know which way the airport is? Why, how did you know? Did you?
No, I know.
The mountains?
Yeah, well, the one is the mountains, but I'm keeping sort of track in my head.
Okay. You know how far we are from the airport?
10.
14 miles.
Okay.
You see up here?
Okay, that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Where's the altitude on that?
It's not working, 5833. It's supposed to be working, but down here I've got my altitude at 57.
Okay. Yeah, the mountains are a good guide, though.
Yeah. There's actually 3 hills. Those 3 little volcanoes.
Yeah, but you can't see them from here.
Yeah, we'll climb up a little bit. But those three little volcanoes, they're called
St. Joseph's.
They're called the Three Sisters.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
As a kid, I always called them St. Joseph's volcanoes. Yeah, it screwed us up when we moved to Colorado because the mountains were on the west side instead of the east. It took forever to get your compass reset.
Oh, I know. It took me forever to finally realize, well, gee, east is the mountains.
Yep.
When I first moved here.
Little leaning tower laying against the cliff there.
Yeah. You know, I wonder how long that's been there like that.
I bet you they came off and then just stopped. Yeah, geology is fascinating.
Oh, I know.
Our daughter got a degree in earth science with an emphasis in environmental.
Wow. Where does she live here?
She lives up in Greeley, Colorado. She doesn't like New Mexico.
Really?
Yeah. She's used to all the trees.
I know. Look, there's a little water in the Rio Perco. I wonder if that's all there is.
Well, now you know where the cows end up. Like that one that's there.
You know, they filmed the Lone Ranger out here?
I believe that. I see all kinds of shows on TV and they say we're in Texas or we're in Montana or something, and I can tell it's New Mexico.
Do you watch that? There's that show. Gosh, what's the name of it? It's filmed up in Santa Fe.
Longmire.
Yeah, I like that show.
So do I. I know the stories take place in Montana.
Yeah.
Why couldn't they just say, make the stories take place in New Mexico?
Yeah.
But that's okay. It brings employment.
You know what that white thing is out there?
Is that the casino?
Yeah. Looks like we've got a little bit of a headwind here. Do you know how that figures and what that means?
Slows you down.
My airspeed down here is 45 mile an hour. My ground speed is 56 mile an hour. So
wow.
I should have said we have a tailwind, a little bit of a tailwind.
Tailwind, yeah. There's that tower.
Where's the tower at?
You just passed it. That one we had noted. You just went over the top of it.
That's dangerous.
Well, it was way down there. It's not very tall.
All right.
And it's got big red globes on it for visibility.
Talk about situational awareness.
That's okay. You were over the top. Well, someone maintains places out here because they got these little earthen dams. So someone's been out here doing a lot of work over the years.
Those ridges?
Yeah, where that green spot is. Yeah. Someone built that dirt there, yeah.
That's for the cattle, isn't it?
Yeah.
When it rains and stuff?
Yeah, take advantage of some of these